Good morning, everybody. It is your boy Lockgoat here again today with another Raid Shadow Legends beginner's guide. Today, just going to be a quick little guide about how to get through Sand Devil 25 using only 2 champions. So without further ado, let's get right to it. And what better way to start than to tell you what those 2 champions are? Well, to start, we are going to go Godseeker Iniri and Ninja. Those will be our 2 champions, fairly accessible if you did manage to get Ninja. He did come back around again as a login champion, I believe. So if you do have Ninja, that is fantastic. There are other guides out there where you can replace him with a different damage dealer, preferably a burner. Walking Tomb Drain comes to mind. Geo can sometimes get it done, but today we're going to focus on Ninja Godseeker. Okay, so here's Godseeker. As you can see, I have her as a +4. You do not need her as a +4. This is just gives me some bonus stats. It does make it a little bit easier to get the build down, but I think both these builds are pretty accessible. Even in the earlier game, I think you can get it done. So let's go over the build real quick. Why do I say it's easily accessible? Well, first reason, Godseeker only at 209 speed. The damage dealer, you can kind of have a little bit of a range. Godseeker, I like to have at 209. There are plenty of different builds out there, plenty of different comps using these 2 champions. So first of all, let me just say a quick thank you. The original beginner's guide I did to the clan boss team going pretty well. So for this video, I just want to say there's dozens of videos out there with the same content. I appreciate you clicking on this one. So Godseeker. Again, I have ran this team a couple of times. I built it for a couple of clanmates. 209 speed is the sweet spot right there. Try and get it exact. Use your 1-star glyphs, use your relics as you have to, as long as they're not affecting too many other things. Get that 209 exactly. Another thing you're going for is around 70k HP. That's another important stat. You want as much HP as possible. I find that 65 to 70k plus range right where you want to be, along with 4,000 defense. Now, I've seen it done with less, I've seen it done with a lot more. Obviously, I like to get it in around 4,000. 5,000 is great too, but if you can get to 4,000, it works just fine. Other stats we're not too concerned about. She does have some resistance here. I lucked out with that. Again, being a +4 and fully awakened definitely helps, but if you can't get there, it's okay. Number 2 for Godseeker. As you can see, she is in regen and immortal gear. This is key. You need to hit these stats with that gear. 4 pieces of regen, 2 pieces of immortal. That's going to keep giving her more health and more health every single turn. She's going to die, but she's going to keep getting brought back with her revive on death. Okay, 4 pieces of regen, 2 pieces of immortal, 70k HP, 4k defense roughly, and 209 speed. Try to hit that exact. Okay, moving on, we'll show the masteries. Those are my masteries. Very simple. Defense, support, right down the left side. We're trying to avoid Cycle of Magic because we don't want her skills going on cooldown, okay? See how this has a perfect red dot on it? For me, don't touch that mastery, okay? Cycle of Magic, 5% chance of decreasing the cooldown of a random skill at the start of every turn. If she gets her turns back faster, it's going to throw off the tune, okay? Avoid Cycle of Magic. And next champion you need in this one is Ninja. Ninja, again, nothing special. He's our damage dealer. As you can see, he's only got 1 piece of Cruel on, so if you got multiple pieces of Cruel, this one's just in a random kind of mishmash of gear there. 1 piece of Cruel, you don't need it, you just want to hit your damage stats. He's going to be in a full DPS build, whatever you can get him to for attack, crit damage, and then the speed, I like to have him at 230. Once again, he's your damage dealer. That can vary. I like to have him at exactly 230. The teams that I've made seems to work really well, and the slower you can get him, the more damage you can pop up on him. So here's my Ninja. 6,000 attack. I've seen it done with 4,900 attack, so you don't have to quite hit this high. Again, I have him +1, 4-star awakened. You might not get that crit damage from the awakening bonus, but 6,600 attack, 293 crit damage, not even over 300. The one stat you want to focus on Ninja is accuracy. He's going to be constantly doing his A2, putting those burns on the boss, which is the majority of the damage on this boss. The Sand Devil has about 495 resistance, I believe exactly 495 or 465, something like that. So you want at least 495 accuracy. That's what I was going for. You want to look at the 495 accuracy number to land your burns. I have seen it done with 375 accuracy. You're just not going to land those burns consistently. It's going to be a slower run, but it should still get it done. Try to shoot for over 500 accuracy. Again, you have a little bit of play with your attack. So if the attack has to come down to bring that accuracy up, that is fine. I lucked out with the pinpoint accuracy banner, but again, he's got stone skin, he's got a piece of ferrule, he's kind of just in random gear, in a full damage bill, 100% crit rate, over 500 accuracy. Masteries on Ninja, again, same thing. We're taking a little bit of extra accuracy over there. War Master, all the little bonus damage we get. The higher the damage, the slightly faster the run's going to go. So let's get to the team composition or the team order, which again, it's only 2 champions, so it's not going to take a lot. We're going to go to Sand Devil, 25. There they are. Godseeker in the lead is key. Okay, you can't put Ninja in the lead for that extra attack. It's got to be Godseeker. Godseeker in the lead is going to put the Revive on Death on herself, which you need. That's the one thing for these 2 champions. You got to have Godseeker in lead. Okay, so let's go into the run, see how it works. Yep, there's no aura, we know. Jumping into the run here, hopefully it doesn't fail. But the goal, they're going to die. Godseeker's going to revive, bring Ninja back, and Ninja's going to use the A2 Halberd for the damage. And that's just going to keep cycling through. She's just going to take hits, take hits, take hits. Every single time she dies is going to be on that move right there. She's going to bring Ninja back, A2. And it's just going to keep cycling through that. Again, 209 on Godseeker, 230 on Ninja. If you can get them exact, perfect. That's why we always save those 1 and 2 star speed glyphs. They come in handy. Once again, I use a relic, which I can show you on Ninja after this. I put a relic on him. It's just a random one with accuracy as the starting stat. It is a legendary, but there are rares that have accuracy. So whatever you can do to pump that accuracy up. If you're missing, don't sleep on relics. Okay, and this is going to cycle. She's dead, brings Ninja back, burn. As you can see, if he's not landing the burn, it's not really going to throw off the cycle. It's going to take a lot longer of a run to get done. So you want those burns landing. And we're just going to watch it run out here. We'll do the full run. Hopefully it's not too long. Bring back Ninja, burn. And then repeat, repeat, repeat. Again, if you don't have Ninja, I have seen it done with Walking Tomb. I've seen it done with Geo, but I think Walking Tomb's a little bit easier. Any type of burn champion that's going to be doing all this damage right there, it's going to work. If you don't happen to have Ninja, I'm not sure if the speeds are the same with like a Walking Tomb Ring or something like that. I believe it's close, but you just have to look that up. Or I can do another video. Let me know what you think. Once again, I know there's a lot of videos out there that are the exact same content, so I appreciate you clicking on this one. We got a couple seconds left here. We'll just watch it run through. Godseeker's taking a bunch of abuse. Smacks, big hit comes through. Godseeker comes back, revives the Ninja. There you go. Minute 53, not the fastest. If you can really pump up the damage on Ninja, it might help you a little bit. Again, but generally, like myself, I might just throw on some multi-battles, let it play overnight. I do have a different Sand Devil team personally, but I just wanted to throw this video out there to show that it's more accessible. So real quickly here, we'll go back to the champion screen. We'll go to recently used. There's my Ninja. That's the relic I threw on him. It is a legendary, as I said. It's got no gemstones, no nothing. I'm just using it for that extra accuracy. There are some rares. I believe HP. I got a lot of HP rares, but if you need some attack, again, Arachne Elixir's not going to do too much on Ninja, but if you need some attack, that helps there. You need some resistance, which we don't need. Prolific Talon, also a good one, gives you that extra crit damage. Another one you can look at, pump it up. Defense, you don't need. HP, again, if he's really squishy, there it is. Molten Death Bell. Again, it's a rare. It's plus some accuracy. If you boost it up to a max level 2, gives you more accuracy. So just a little tip, if you're struggling to get that accuracy to 500 plus, don't sleep on your relics. And that's it for me, guys. That is the quick beginner's guide to the Godseeker Ninja Sand Devil 25 combo. If you have any questions, post them down below. There'll also be my Discord link where we have a great community all ready to help out anybody with any questions. We'll see you in the next one.